Well, businessman John Elliott used to run Foster's. He took over the helm in 1983 and set about a campaign to Fosterise the world, as he put it, making it the fourth biggest brewer globally. John Elliott joins me now from Melbourne. Mr. Elliott, thanks for joining us. You've been passionately against this takeover since it was first proposed back in June, so you must be very disappointed today.
Well, I was never passionately against it. I think the board and the people that have run it for the last 20 years have done a lamentable job. They sold off all the brewing assets around the world that we built up to make it the fourth biggest brewer. They've lost market share in Australia from 54% down to 47%. And I think in the end it was inevitable that they'd be taken over once they split the companies. They went into the wine business, and our estimate is they've lost about $6 billion doing that, so they really haven't performed very well. So I think it's a fair thing, and SABMiller are very good people. I knew them when I ran Foster's. They'll do a good job, and the products will still be here.
Now, the present CEO of Foster's, of course, has been talking up the deal today. Let's hear from him.
Well, in fact, the opportunity is for those beers to travel the world more effectively now, and the opportunity for our people to have terrific international careers. This is a great opportunity for our company and our future employees.
So, John Elliott, you seem more upset about the fact that the state of the business as it is now, rather than the fact that Foster's is going overseas.
No, you know, I'm not really fussed by all that. I mean, Vegemite went overseas in the 1920s, I think. And who owns the brands don't matter. They're still iconic Australian brands, VB, Foster's, Carlton Draft, and they'll remain so. And Abbotsford is one of the top breweries in the world, very, very efficient. So all the people working for Foster's will keep their jobs here because SABMiller don't have any other activities in Australia.
Now, you're at the head of Foster's, as we've said, during its heyday, I guess. That was in the 80s. Of course, the Barry McKenzie character, a.k.a. Barry Crocker, he was the big salesman for Foster's overseas. We're just taking a look at pictures of him now. Just tell us about that era. What was it like?
Well, I think Crocodile Dundee was the best. He used to say in America, this beer tastes like an angel crying on your tongue. And he'd always be putting a prawn on the barbie. He was a wonderful salesman. And Foster's is still the second largest selling lager in Europe, behind Heineken.
So you seem to predict a fairly bright future for Foster's under SABMiller.
I think so. They're very good people. I knew them very well in the old days, and I think the company will go forward. But it's a sad day, but we felt sad, those of us that built up Foster's for many years now, to see it being dismembered. And that was a sad thing, and they mucked up the wine business and paid too much. So I don't feel sorry for the board. I think they've done a lamentable job, and the management haven't been much better.
John Elliott, good to talk to you. Thank you.
Pleasure.